So, Hare Krishna. Today, 4th of June 2020, we'll be taking Srimad Bhagavatam 3.5.30. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistuki 3.5.30 Bhagavatam Aham Tattva Vikrunvadanan Vaikarika Adbhutaha Vaikarikashai Deva Arthabhibhyanjanayattaha Aham Tattva, from the principle of false ego, Vikuruna Nath, by transformation, Manaha, the mind, Vaikarika, by interaction with the mode of goodness, Abhut, generated, Vaikarikaha, by interaction with goodness, Cha, also, all these, Devaha, demigods, Artha, the predominian, Artha, Abhivyanjanaha, physical knowledge, Yataha, the source. Translation and purport by Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The false ego is transformed into mind by interaction with the mode of goodness. All the demigods who control the phenomenal world are also product of the same principle, namely the interaction of false ego and the mode of goodness. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjan Salakaya Chakshumanitamaya Tasmai Sri Gurube Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovishnam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Supadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Shridhapadikamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajeevam Sadhuitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Pitamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastuti Tapti Gajana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prashimana Shude Devi Pranamami Hari Pri Mangcha Kalpataru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patita Nama Pavani Vaishnavevi Namo Nama Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Padarshami Japataka Samaniti Namani Namacharya Padaya Nitaya Kirpavadana Gaurvasata Madaya Nagar Gram Dani Namaha Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Padarshami Vedanta Samaniti Namani Namaste Sudhidve Gaurvani Pacharani Nirja Sunnimati Pachede Tarani Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vashadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Aham Tattva Vikrunvanan Mano Vaikarikadbhuta Vaikarikashe Deva Arthabhivyanjana Yataha. So conversation between Maitreya and Vidura. So, for the last of many sloka, we are talking the false ego. So, Vidura is being informed, the false ego is transformed into the mind by interaction with the mode of goodness. So, false ego is mixed with everything. Like, whatever you make in your home, water is needed. Whatever. Any rasoi, any cake, any sweet, whatever you want. Generally, water is one of the ingredients. So in this material world, false ego that ingredient. Without that, nothing happens. It's mixed everywhere, like water is mixed in any kind of vegetable you make, sweets you make, as I'm saying already. So many things water is needed. Even to live, the water is needed. You can live with hunger but not the thirst. So this false ego then transferred into the mind by interaction to the mode of goodness. Now it is in the mode of goodness, false ego, in the mode of ignorance, in mode of the passion, everywhere. And he is being informed now, all the demigods who control the phenomenal world are also product of the same principle. So many times, you may be thinking that why the devas, they give the benediction to their worshipper. Isn't it? Why would they? They know that we are only the order carrier, but sometimes they give the benediction. The reason is the false ego. They think, yeah, this is within my jurisdiction, I can do that. There is nothing wrong. I have bestowed the intelligence and the power on me, I can use it. Actually, it's a misuse. So, even the devas, under the pretext of the false ego, they happen to do the work which is not expected from them. And Prabhupada says, namely the interaction of false ego and the mode of goodness. Even in the mode of goodness, there is a false ego. As many times we say, even if you are telling the truth. But if you are telling the truth to increase your name and fame and your capability and intellectuality, then that is in the mode of, though goodness, but it is false. Self-praises, even though it is absolute truth, is a false. So the whole idea to get out of the false ego is not that easy as one may think of. Mama Maya Durateya. So in order to become a devotee of Krishna, then only it is possible and practical that one can. Let's see what Prabhupada say. False ego, interacting with different modes of material nature, is the source of all material in the phenomenal world. Only today one line purport of Srila Prabhupada. So this false ego is everywhere. You know. Sometimes if you have got a very costly car and somebody has overtaken you, you may not like it. So in order to show your false ego that I have the better car than you, you'll overtake him. Isn't it? These are the false egos. Yes, your car is capable of running maybe 120, 130 at ease, but what's the point of showing? If needed, that too. But to show to others, car is in a goodness, fantastic car. You may have paid maybe $500,000 for this. It is a goodness, right? Anyway, goodness. But your false ego make the driving crazy. So everything in the material world, we have already done the 70th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in everywhere, whatever we can feel, whatever we can see, whatever we can absorb, and whatever we plan, that falls under the category of three modes. Tragunayo Vishaya Veda Nistra Guna Bhavarjana. Arjuna advised to come out of with the three modes of material nature. They bind so very tight that we enjoy. You know, we enjoy. If you bind the animal with a rope and cut the grass and give it to him, the animal enjoys thinking that, see, I'm being served. Not really known that he's tied up. This is the elephant. As a child, when he's a small child, they tie his leg with one shackle. And the child tries to come out of it, he can't. And then it comes in his brain that this chain that they put in my legs, I can never break it. And when the same elephant grows big, then simply by one thread and simply by one small rope, you bind the elephant, he will not try to come out. Because he knows he tried his best. This is called conditioning. So we all have been conditioned with the false ego, and we say, Kartamiti Manyate. This is the beauty of the material world. We are bound, we don't want to come out of it. We say, okay, what's wrong in that? And we say, if everybody is suffering, so what if I'm also suffering? So what? Suffering is a part of life. But really knowing why I need to suffer, let's find out. Why I need to suffer every now and then? Why everybody is suffering? There must be some solution. We never go for the solution. Okay, everybody suffers, whether it's in America, whether in India, anywhere in life, so what? So, the intelligence does not trigger for Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Why these are things happening to me? Why these such things are happening to me and to everybody around? Generally, when I say generally means 80%, 90% people, they don't inquire. And they did not know why the source is. Anichanabe Varshaneva Valadiva Niyojita. Why do you? Why you are forced upon? Either to speak, or to think, or to execute. Kama Aisha. Krodha Aisa Rajoguna Samatva. Because of Kama, because of Rajoguna, because of Krodha, and they are all combined, covered with the false ego. So, reading translation once again, the false ego is transformed into the mind by interaction with the mode of goodness. All the demigods who control the phenomenal world are also product of the same principle, namely the interaction of false ego and the mode of goodness. I have already given you an example why the demigods, they try to bless their worshipper because of false ego. Let me take to the text also. That also may be very small line, one line at it. Tejasanindriyani va jnana karma mayani cha. Tejasami, the mode of passion. Indriyani, the senses. Eva, certainly. Jnana, knowledge or philosophical speculation. Karma, fruitive activities. Mayani, predominating. Cha, also. Translated purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The senses are certainly the product of passion in false ego. And therefore, philosophical speculative knowledge and the fruitive activities are predominantly products of the mode of passion. Do I need an explanation? No, it's very simple. So, whatever sensual activity we do, they are all in mode of passion. And why they are in mode of passion? Covered by the false ego. And then whatever I may think, speculative knowledge and fruitive actions are predominantly product of mode of passion. There was one person, he was saying to live happily, you don't need money. And secondly, you don't need books. If you live happily, two things are required. One, you don't need a book. Another, you don't need money. Now, why you don't need a book? He wrote a book. Why you don't need a book? He wrote a book of maybe 600 pages. And in order to publish that book, he wanted money. And what is the philosophy? You don't require book, you don't require money. But when it comes to the action, he wrote a book, he wanted money. So this speculative knowledge, just thinking with whims and fancies, they are the product of the passion. Because my passion, we think it is the pure in goodness. Other passion is the mode of ignorance. Jokingly say, Prabhu, you don't know this. Simply you don't know this. You know what it means? I know better than you. So all our activities with the senses, ehi sasparshija bhoga, dukkhayo naya evati. Adi Antavanta Kaunteya Na Teshu Ramate Buddha. Beautiful, isn't it? How Srimad Bhagavatam, step by step, taking it forward to know who we are. And if we are in this material world, what is the component and combination of the material world? How we came into being, how things are happening, and then what happens in the end. Now if this material world does not exist, then where and how we will exist? So then intelligent trigger, what happened in the material world? And if it goes back in the belly, in the body of Garbhodaksha Vishnu, then what happened thereafter? Again he'll breathe out, will come out. So same suffering, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Dukkha, Dosha, Anudarshanam. Everybody will have to face these consequences in life. But we don't understand. Sometimes we don't even generate the feelings. So let us see what Prabhupada is trying to tell us. Please, you also read with me, you may have books with you. The chief function of the false ego in good is godlessness. The function of false ego is godlessness. When a person forgets his constitutional position as an eternally subordinate part and parcel of the Supreme Personal Godhead and wants to be happy independently, he functions mainly in two ways. First of all, we cannot survive of our own. Cannot survive of our own. We need help to live. We need house, we need job, or we need business. The business is depending upon others. If I can sell my product, make money. The house is somebody has made the house, or I have plenty of money to make the house. Then I need a good health. Now we already know. Dehino yasminyatha dehi kaumaram yonam jara. Tatha dehantara praptis dhiras tatra namuyati. Our body is changing every now and then. And in change of the body, we require help. First, by the parents, then by the brothers and sisters, or then by the teachers, then that who has employed us, or whom we are employing, so they work for us and make money for us. And whatever they are working, we don't even pay 10% of the work, because we pay 10%, 90% is for us. So without help, we can't live. Many times there is not an alarm watch, you can't even get up in the morning. If you have no watch, you don't know what time is there to go to the office or to do certain things. So many things we are depending upon, but the godlessness, the people think, I am independent, I don't need anybody's help. So Prabhupada says, he first attempts to act fruitively for personal gain or sense gratification. What is personal gain? To earn, spend little, say more for future, which nobody has seen. Or then sense gratification at the highest. Prabhupada says, and after attempting such fruitive activities for a considerable time, when he is frustrated, he becomes a philosophical speculator and thinks himself to be on the same level as God. This false idea of becoming one with the God is the last snare of the illusory energy, which wraps a living entity into the bondage of forgetfulness under the spell of false ego. Once upon a time, it was May and June, sun was up in the sky, and there was bull cart was going on, and there was a dog He just sneaked under the bull bull cart, so he had a shade. Now bull is blowing the cart and the dog is walking underneath, and after some time he realized, the dog realized, oh my God, why am I unnecessarily pushing and pulling this cart? Why should I? No, I come out. And he came out under the sun. Now what he was thinking, that the shade has been made by him because he is pulling the cart. That's exactly with us. That's exactly we think. It's all because of me. And you know what? When we are not there, things will be still around. And when we were not there, sun was rising, moon was rising, water was flowing, air was blowing, the earth was giving the product. When we are also using the same. When we will not be there, everything been there. So, we never think of this. We say, because of me, because of me, because of me. Like Hiranyakashipu says. Instead of Narayana Namaha, Hiranyakashipai Namaha. So this is the biggest problem the people have in general. Considerable time. And after frustration, they become philosophical speculator. Same level as God. When then the false idea of becoming one with the Lord is the last set of illusory energy which traps the living entity into the bondage of forgetfulness under the spell of Maya. And the biggest forgetfulness is that I am the master, I am not anybody's servant. That's it. I am the master. I am bhogi. Yesterday, I asked my daughter, I was upstairs, I said, dear, can you get me some water? She was down and she said, Daddy, room service has now been stopped. No more room service. Come down, get yourself. Don't pretend to be old as you think you are. Think if I have not there, then what will you do? I said, you're right. But by the time I came half the stairs, he brought the water. The question is, we are depending on with somebody and we think we are independent. Right? This is called the forgetfulness of the false ego, that I can do many things. Furthermore, purpose is the best means of liberation from the clutches of false ego is to give up habit of philosophical speculation regarding the absolute truth. And what is this philosophical speculation? You see one message in the WhatsApp and you draw your conclusion. You see some news on the television, you draw your conclusion. You read any magazine and newspaper, you draw your conclusion. If there is a war going on between the two countries, if you see your news, it will be boosting your morale. But if you see the news of other countries with whom you are fighting, they will down your morale. Now, why like this? They actually want to tell you what they want to tell you, not what you want to know. You have lost your independence to know. You're being given in a plate. Here it is. Accept. And you have accustomed so much you can't reject. So in WhatsApp message comes, oh, this has happened, that has happened, and this and that and that. So it is philosophical speculation about, and we think it's the truth. But none of us read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. I understand here. Padmadi Mataji has sent a very nice quote from Chaitanya Charitamrita. The quote is just fantastic. But the mistake is that don't belong to me. It isn't applicable to me. Quote is the absolute truth. But the application of that trying to on me, that is wrong. I am one of the karmi. I am one of the kami. It is because you are asking me to speak, I am speaking. So please, every one of you, though you call me Shiksha Guru or not, please don't consider in the level. So long my vocabulary goes, so long I can read Srila Prabhupada purport. I'm just speaking. So please excuse me, I'm not disheartening anybody. But this position of very highly elevated people, not people like us. We are eating chola and chapati and this and that and some chewing gum and things like that. We'll have that. No. That statement is absolutely correct, but application to me is wrong. We would have to teach you. So here Prabhupada is saying speculation regarding the absolute truth. Now that is absolute truth. But applying here, that is not, that's a speculation. Pure speculation. Because nobody asked me, Prabhu, who you are. You are only telling, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this. Nobody asked me, Prabhu, how you are. And if I say, you know what, don't tell anybody, I have given up the temple worship. It will be disheartened to you. But the statements are correct. So we have to go for absolute truth. But application should be proper. Furthermore, Prabhupada says, one should know definitely that the absolute truth is never realized by philosophical speculation of the imperfect, egoistic person. Like we say to our children, oh, you're like a moon. Oh, you are like a lion baby. Absolute truth, but wrong application. Prabhupada further says, the absolute truth or the supreme person of Godhead is realized by hearing about Him in all submission and love for the bona fide authority who is a representative of the 12 great authorities mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Swayambhu, Narada, Sambhu, Kumara, Kapilo, Manu, Janna, Prahlada, Janugo, Bhishma, Balir, Vyasa, Kevayam. These are the Mahajana. So see, this absolute truth, it can be added to. But sometimes, out of emotion, we may say, but it's not the truth. By such an attempt, only can one conquer the illusory energy of the Lord. Although, for others, she is unsurpassable, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, 7.14, Devi Asa Gunmai. Okay. Now, let us say, again, we are to absolute truth. Okay. Let us say, you talk to somebody about me. That's your opinion. It may not be absolute truth, some truth in it, but other person who knows only my negativity, there will be clash. He also does not know the absolute. Therefore, if at all we want to talk absolute truth, we talk about Krishna, great Vaishnavas and Acharyas. All these things are befitting to them. We are simply the order carrier to the best of our ability and best of our knowledge. So please, nobody should feel bad, but generally emotionally so many messages came. It's simple, we are one among trillions and having the same kama, krodha, lova, moha, mada, matsarya in full. Otherwise, if you say no, then at those 50, I should have taken Vanaprastha and gone to sannyasa, right? But no, we are all opportunistic. We are taking the best of the material world and trying to get the best of the spiritual world, which is difficult. Which is difficult. It would be only the Anukampa of the Lord if at the time of death, Ante Narayana Smriti, we can remember Him. But I'm only talking about me. You are the best and you are the perfect devotees of the Lord, that much I can say. So with this, I'll come to the conclusion of my talk. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to be with you. Hare Krishna.